All right, my friends, this week on Prof and Dev Play Games, we talk about some notable games that were announced this weekend during all of the showcases. Stay tuned. All right, my friends, welcome to episode 482 of Prof and Dev Play Games. He is the dev. He is at SummerSpeak on Blue Sky. He makes games, plays games. I am the professor at Prof Plays Games on Blue Sky. How's it going, Anthony?
Pretty good. A lot more making games than playing games.
Yeah, okay.
At the moment.
Busy at work.
Yeah.
But we both got time to play Magic this weekend.
It's true. It's true.
We had that in our lives. It was an amazing weekend for Magic. That's for sure.
It really was.
Pre-release. So good. I still have my booster pack to open tonight. My one-a-day booster pack.
You got to open on stream. Not stream. We're not streaming. We're recording. You should open while we record.
Oh, man. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to crack a pack. Why not? So I got 2 booster boxes. So I think there's 36 packs per box. Is that right? 24?
30.
30. Okay. I'm going to open 1 per night instead of opening
It used to be 36.
Aha, those fuckers.
Yeah. Inflation affects us all in many ways.
That's for sure. Is this the first one that's 30 instead of 36?
No. Okay. They've been for 1 or 2 sets before this, but Wizards made the switch. But raised booster pack prices, of course.
Yes, for sure. Well, I've got a token card here. It's a bird and a wizard. Woo. All right. I've got Slash of Light, which is one my daughter loves to use against me. Deals damage equal to the number of creatures and equipment you have.
Has a great Warrior of Light picture on it. Very nice.
It does, from Final Fantasy 1. It's beautiful.
Yep.
Next is Red Mage's Rapier, one of those artifact equipment job selects, which are crucial. They were crucial to me winning a whole round at the Magic pre-release.
Oh yeah, in my pre-release, because I was red white.
Yep.
Equipment for the most part, because
me too.
Well, I had Cloud.
Me too. Yep,
that was good.
Exactly. Yep.
How do you not do that? And yes, the job selects were pretty great.
They are almost OP, man. Like, they come in with a hero, so they're instantly a character, but they're also equipment, so you can kind of have both ways in your count.
Yep.
It's great. Black Mage's Rod, same thing. That one's a +1/+0, so not super awesome, but creature deals 1 damage to each opponent whenever you cast a non-creature spell. Airship Crash, destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Fate of the Suncrest, which comes from Final Fantasy 12, folks.
It does.
Destroy target non-land permanent. This is a card that my daughter used against me tonight. White Auracite.
Oh yeah.
Which is Final Fantasy 14. Exile target non-land permanent. Laughing Mad, which is Kefka. Draw 2 cards. This one, which I don't know what the fuck this is from. 8 must be wild. There's like a UFO taking a fucking pyramid.
Oh yeah, it's a poo-poo UFO. That is a deep cut reference from 8. I'm gonna say that.
This is one that I experienced today many times. Black Waltz number 3, Flying and Death Touch.
And does the pinging thing, right?
It does. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals 2 damage to each opponent. Jesus. Next is Radia's Return. I don't know what this is from. This is from 4. I haven't gotten to this. I'm just starting 4. 3/3, or return 2 target cards from your graveyard to your hand. Another one of the Renoa Heartilies. I have one of these already. Ooh, fuck yes. Fuck yes. This is Jecht, Reluctant Guardian from Final Fantasy X. But the reason it's a whatever the dual face card is, you know?
Yeah.
But it's the extended art card.
That's the one I have. Has like the really cool art on it.
Really fucking cool art.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's badass. That I've got yet another Resentful Revelation, which is looking at your cards in your library, and then the Rabanastra Royal City dual land.
All right. So Jet was your rare in that pack.
Yep, it was. I had no mythics in this one. Got a rare. Yep. Very, very
so cool. I love the full arts. Honestly,
dude, that art is delicious.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I love this. This is great. This is a 3 and a black for a 4/3 with menace. Then it flips over and discards, and you draw, and then each opponent sacrifices 2 creatures. That's a good one. Jesus.
Yes.
Okay. Goddamn. Great. Very cool. Well, thanks for bearing with us on this video game podcast to crack open a pack of Final Fantasy Magic cards.
It's adjacent. It's Final Fantasy now. Yeah. Oh god, so much Magic cards. Holy shit.
Oh, I bet. Did you have 2 boosters?
No, I had one box, okay. A bundle, a pre-release, and the starter.
Okay, cool.
And then I have the gift bundle coming at the end of the month, which is the Bahamut Ifrit fighting art bundle, but it comes with the boosters and a collector booster. It's just like the bundle, but it includes a collector booster on top of it. I just want the box more than anything. I'll take more boosters, but I do love that box.
But the box is in the bundle. I'm getting the bundle, and the box is in the bundle, I thought.
Which box? That's what it is. That the bundle is a box.
Yeah, where you can keep your cards in the box.
Yes, like yes. Box. But I have the current, like, I have the normal bundle is the one I just got, which is
that's what I'm getting.
Is a white box.
Oh, and the other one's a different color box.
Yeah, it doesn't come out until the end of June.
Got it.
It has different art and slightly different contents, but they also charge you $20 more.
Yeah, well, slightly.
It's
a lot more.
It's a gift. It's the gift bundle. But yeah, no, tons of it. My commander decks come on Saturday or Monday. I don't know, depending on how shipping is going to be. But then I'll probably be just holding for a little bit, let the market settle, and then pick and choose the stuff that I want to get after that.
Yep.
Because prices on singles are already crashing pretty hard. Because
I saw that, yeah.
People actually have cards, so
they're opening packs and they're trying to sell them. My opponent at the game store had the Final Fantasy X version of Ristic Study, and he's like, "I can't believe I pulled a $100 card today. I'm going to sell this as soon as I can because this reprint's going to lower the price."
Yeah, I'm not selling it. The bundle is the first thing I opened after I picked up my cards. And in there, I actually got the Dragon of Mount Golg, which is the Ancient Copper Dragon, which is the second most expensive of those cards.
Shit.
The Ristic Study is the one ahead of it, but it's a full mono art dragon.
That's beautiful.
And the Ancient Copper Dragon was already expensive because it just hadn't been reprinted.
Yeah.
And it's dumb. I should read it to you. It is an actual... I don't know why they ever made this. I mean, it's 4 and 2 red. Creature, Elder Dragon, flying. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20. You create a number of treasure tokens equal to the result.
Holy shit. Oh my god, you got fucking 20 treasure tokens.
Yes, you could just roll and hit 20 treasure tokens.
Oh my god.
And they don't come in tapped. It's just like your second main phase, you've just ramped insanely. I'm like, why did they make this card?
What the fuck? That's so crazy.
It was really cool. And I was like, well, I had got it and it was back at work and I opened it and I was like, well, I made back all the money I spent on this, if I wanted to sell it, but I'm not going to sell it.
That would be cool if you did though. You're like, I just got all this shit for free. Cool.
But I want that card. I like it.
Right. Exactly. This is the first and only set where I'm like, maybe I want the binder and try to go for all the cards, not like the super rare, whatever. Double.
I'm trying it. I have a whole list with every version, a single version of every card that I want.
That's cool.
And I'm working towards it. I got a good ways there. But yeah, that was one thing that was going on this weekend that was occupying our mind. But then, when did it start? Wednesday?
Was it Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Okay.
Sony did a state of play on Wednesday.
They were like, surprise, we're doing one.
Yeah, no shit, Sony. Like, come on.
Exactly.
But there was that on Wednesday. There was nothing on Thursday except Switch 2 launching. That happened. Friday was Summer Game Fest Live.
Yep.
Was there anything Saturday?
No, I think Saturday was a quiet day.
Yeah.
There may have been the future game showcase because the one thing that stood out there was the Expanse game.
Yeah, there was a number of like smaller showcases going on, like the PC gaming showcase was happening. I think that happened Sunday. Yes, that was Saturday or Sunday. It all blurs together. And then Xbox finished it off yesterday.
Yeah,
was that yesterday?
Sunday. Yeah, Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sunday.
Whenever Sunday was.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't have to go through everything. Oh yeah, right. No, Tuesday actually kind of kicked it off because that was State of Unreal.
Oh, that's
and they showed Witcher 4 tech demo.
Yep, exactly.
And they're like here's Witcher 4 running 60 FPS ray tracing on a PS5.
Yep. God.
And I'm like,
base PS5, they were saying.
Yep.
Holy
shit.
I know it's a tech demo, and I know it's more like, here's what we can do with Unreal 5. But, dude, I don't think they would say the stuff that they said in there without thinking, we're going to put some of the stuff in The Witcher 4. Because some of the stuff there was insane.
Yeah, they are using the latest and greatest Unreal 5.6 tech. Like, they are showing it off in that tech demo, and it's impressive.
I love the vibrancy of the city, where it really looks like it's a living city. It really, really does.
Like, holy cow. I can't wait. I still think we're probably waiting a little bit on this game.
Dude, if we get it before 2030, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, exactly. It's so big. It's going to be huge. It looks gorgeous. It's impressive. But that's kind of what kicked it off. And it was really, really neat.
Yep.
But yeah, then we got Sony the next day.
So we're not gonna go through everything, but we're gonna talk about the things that stood out to us. And for me, number one is the universe telling me your patience has paid off. You want to play Final Fantasy Tactics? Here's the way you should play Final Fantasy Tactics. They announced the Ivalice, how the fuck you say that word? Ivalice Chronicles, which is going to have two modes. One is a kind of an enhanced version with more, quality of life changes.
Holy crap, that one's going to be
voice
nice.
Acting, it sounds like.
Yeah, completely voice acted now. They're
completely. I missed that.
Yeah, fully voice acted now. Which has not been the case before. Like,
and is Ben Starr voicing like one of the original characters?
Starg,
which is an original character.
Is an original character. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the only people they kind of had a list of the voice actors, and they're all the like old characters voiced, and then they're like cameo appearances by the current voices of Cloud, Strife, and Aerith Gainsborough.
Yep, exactly.
Yep, that is a cameo that you can get in this game. You can recruit Cloud.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a pain in the ass, but you can do it.
Like, yeah, I'll voice this game for no one who's going to see it.
Yeah, like they probably could record those lines in like a half an hour of booth time.
Oh yeah, sure.
There's not that much. Like, it's a very small cameo thing. But it's cool. They got that. I'm so excited for this to finally get announced. We've known about, or at least rumors of this since that NVIDIA leak in
Yeah, exactly right.
2020,
5 years ago.
Yeah,
it really feels like a long time ago. Which means the one thing left is Final Fantasy remake, 9 remake.
9.
I mean,
yep.
Yeah.
And I'm very curious what they're choosing to do. Like this one, they're like Tactics. They're doing quality of life updates. They're kind of doing like a smoothing watercolory to the map. But they're not changing from like sprite based characters. They're not trying to 3D models. It is still Tactics like I remember.
It looks really similar to me, to be honest.
It does.
I know one playing it won't, but you can do either one, which is cool. They're like, we're going to give you the original one, or you can play this one. Like, I'm so excited for this. Like, my September is set. Oh no, fuck that. Damn it. It's the end of September. My October is set.
Yeah. I mean, it's all that. It's the War of the Lions translation is what they're using. I'm very curious, though, if they're going to have some of the War of the Lions guest characters.
Oh, because they were different.
Added two new guest characters, Balthier and
really,
you get Balthier in the War of the Lions version.
Oh man, you're gonna be so pissed if they don't add that.
Yeah, I'm like, well, they're gonna please don't remove it.
Yeah, don't remove content. Yeah, exactly.
But it's not when they keep saying it's like, oh, you can play in classic mode, then like you can play the game to look either way, and I'm like, well, Balthier wasn't in the '97 version. That was not the case. I'm like, I still can't get find anything that confirms or denies what the content's going to be, but I'm like, why would you take it away?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get it was Balthier and then
but not Fran.
Final Fantasy Tactics. Advance, the main character of Advance. I'm trying to remember if it was Fantasy Tactics. E2? No. Then they also had it so you could get the main character of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Marsh was the other character that they added for War of the Lions. Yeah, I'll be bummed if they don't do that. It's still a great game, and the War of the Lions translation is the superior translation of the game. So that's all cool. But just give me it all in one package. That's all I need. But I'll be playing it again. Will.
Oh, good. I'm really glad to hear that because I'm going to be playing it.
I'm not going to miss out getting to play this. I love this game.
I pre-ordered the physical version from the Square store. I don't know if I saw it anywhere else. So I was like, well, okay.
I got it off of Amazon.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, Amazon put it up for... I'm getting it for PS5. Currently, the only physical editions are PS5 and Switch.
Yeah, I got it for Switch.
Not even Switch 2, I believe. I think it's
it was just straight up Switch. Which it's a, I don't think it's, it'll benefit from the raw power of the Switch 2, but there's nothing that it's doing that is going to need the Switch 2. So yeah, I got the Switch version.
Yeah, no, it was only a little 60-second trailer, but I was so thrilled. Holy shit. Man,
it was, yeah. I
was so excited.
Other than follow-up news after the Xbox showcase, this was the news that I was the most excited about.
Yeah.
And then third place is also from this one. So I think I had a lot of fun with the Sony one, but I did
too.
When they announced the state of play, I was like, just give me more Astrobot. And they're giving us 5 more speed levels, which is awesome. And they're writing a travesty that they just absolutely fucked up on. The Astrobot controller they are re-releasing, and they are bringing it back with a new joyful twist to the touchpad, which if you look at the touchpad, the eyes are different than the eyes on the one that I have. The eyes that I have are totally round, wide open blue eyes. This one is the half moon, like kind of closed eyes. I wonder if the eyes are going to be able to move on the touchpad.
Oh.
Yeah. Like make blinking and like that would be, I don't know how they do that.
It would have to be an LCD. Yeah. The button would have to become an LCD.
Fuck,
Not that that's impossible. That'd be an expensive controller. That'd be an expensive controller. Don't put it past them.
It would be perfect. God. Yeah. So I think that's what they're doing. They can't tease like this and not do something cool like that. So excited about that. They put in the Ghost of Yotei, and then the rest of the bots are secret. If they are not Final Fantasy bots, I will fucking I will eat a Final Fantasy Magic card. One of them is going to be Cloud.
No. Oh, for the bots or the Magic card you're going to eat?
No, the bots. Oh no, I'm going to eat the cheapest Magic card. Jesus Christ!
It's like that Cloud card is
that Cloud card's like $50.
The Cloud card's insane. I mean, we can go back to it. I got the Cloud card. I got the Buster Sword as well.
Oh my god, that's insane.
I got Cloud and Buster Sword. I got Sephiroth and the Masamune.
Oh my god, dude! Lucky.
I got that was cool. That is just a cool set. I'm like, cool. I have them and their weapons.
Yep, that's so cool.
But yeah, from the Sony one, the only other one, there was a lot of cool stuff in it. There's I was like, overall, if I'm like, hey, this is a cool presentation. Sony does have stuff still coming. I am always a fan of Suda 51. So Romeo is a dead man. I was like, hell yeah. Give
you
me
like weird shit.
I do like weird shit. And that is in Suda 51. That's what he does.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, I'm here for some weird stuff, and I'm glad that he's still making things. But yeah, I actually thought Sony's was very well in just showing like, hey, we still have things. And I believe they announced like there's a Ghost of Yote state of play.
There is in July. Yeah, next month.
In July. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's cool.
Well, I thought, real quick hits, Sword of the Sea looked really good. It's by the artist from Journey and such like that.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by the Thief VR. We'll see how that goes. But the big one, man, at the end, fucking the Tokon Fighting Souls by Arc System Works. Dude, that trailer was insanity.
Yeah, did you hear the like behind the scenes with that?
Well, they did this behind the scenes after this, where they talked about how Sony came and said, "We want you to do this," and they're like, "What?"
Yeah, but
and then they designed it, and they're like, "No, redo it where it's yours. Make it yours."
You want an arc system? Yeah, an arc system works.
Yeah, we don't want you to do what ours looks like. Do yours, what yours look like. Then we got this fucking mech, fucking Iron Man, that just looks. This looks. Oh my god, this looks incredible, and I feel so bad for Invincible Versus that came out with a release or announced a couple days later, where it's like a 3v3 tag in the Invincible world, where it's just like, man, you're gonna come out against this? Nah.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. So,
yep. Move from that into the Switch 2 release, which was
you did, and you got one. You got two.
I got one. I got two. That's right. I got they both came. Neither of them were canceled. Though Barbara's my former co-president. She ordered from hers got canceled. Ooh. So, but yeah, this one's going to Travis. Travis will be here tomorrow. No, Wednesday.
No staples in the screens.
No staples. Screen's good. The battery life sucks on the Switch too, but Mario Kart World is legit. It's real good. I'm not sure if it's $80.
That one on,
but
Fantasy Critic. It's doing me well.
Yeah, it was a 90. I thought maybe it's
it's
north or south of there.
It was at 88, and then it's been ticking up. Now it says it's an 89, so it's ticking right around.
Yeah,
right around there.
It's real good. Knockout Tour, boy, that is a Mario Kart battle royale, and it is frenetic and fun as fuck. All three of us play. My wife and my daughter. We just play a couple rounds each day. It's so fun. All the characters, all the unlocks. The open world free roam is really delightful. Yeah, it's great. And the DLC, I know there's gonna be DLC eventually. It's gonna be rad. So It's all good. Great courses, great design. New mechanics are cool. Takes a little while to adjust from Mario Kart 8. It's just slightly different, but that's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I didn't transfer from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2. I have both of them, so I'm just doing the virtual game card thing. And it doesn't seem like there's a limit if it's your own account to your own Switch. So I've loaned myself like 10 games, and they're all there. It's all good. So
nice.
And dude, Breath of the Wild in 4K 60 is a revelation. It is like a different game. It sounds stupid to say this because it's the same game, but it really feels like a different game. I loaded up just to check it out, and now I'm fucking at Kakariko Village already. I'm gonna play through this game. It's so good.
It's always game's amazing.
Game is amazing. Holy shit! But man, I didn't like the base Switch. Like, and you played on the Wii U. Like, whatever, however it looked, it was good enough for us to play it and love it. But boy, this is like, I don't know if I can go back. But then we roll into Friday with a Games Fest. You want to take the lead on that one?
Which was kind of. I'll be honest, I wasn't like super thrilled with a lot of stuff there. I think it showed a little bit of that the industry doesn't have a whole lot for this year right now. Like it's in a weird spot. But what did we get in there that like interested me? I mean, everyone was wanting Resident Evil 9. You did not get Resident Evil 9. We didn't get 9, right? Or we got a teaser for it, or whatever.
No, they did a whole full trailer at the end. But it was
9. That was Requiem. Was that 9?
But because they played with the Q. Like they showed RE9 Quiem or whatever, and they changed the 9 to a Q. So I assume it's 9.
That is 9. For some reason, or maybe. Oh, was
there's
this
a
where
thing
they were
earlier?
Yeah,
they were teasing
that's
earlier.
Right. Yeah,
that bullshit.
that's okay.
Yeah, because Resident Evil 9 was the very last thing in the whole event.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really excited for the Stranger Than Heaven, the Yakuza teams.
It looks really cool.
I'm like, what are you making? And I think everyone's like, what are you making? But that looked really rad. Beyond that, though, I wasn't hugely excited by most things. I was like, yeah, there's a lot of Souls-likes coming.
Yes.
Check. A lot of Souls-likes coming. There's an Atomic Heart sequel, so you get sexy robots again. Seems sooner than expected.
Yeah. My wife, I was watching it while I was doing other things, and she walked in just for that one, and she looked at me like, what are you doing? I'm like, God damn it. Like, I don't want this either. Those fucking Russian-funded devs, nothing.
Trying to think, there was like Mina the Hollower. I was pretty excited for that.
That's right.
It finally got a date. They've been working on it forever. But I don't know. I would say there was okay things, but nothing that made me be like, oh yes, I'm so excited for this.
I think Lego Voyagers looked really cool.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, fucking co-op Lego adventure builder, whatever that previous one was. Taking a bit from
Wu-Tang's new game. That's right.
Oh. Honestly, that looked kind of neat.
Decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just wasn't. I don't know. The energy didn't feel there for this one nearly as much. A lot of stuff that had been shown off before.
Yeah.
Like, of course, we got Death Stranding 2 stuff out in the middle. I'm never going to touch Slipgate 2. Fuck that guy.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that guy?
Read the room, dude. But also in a way of like, I'm sure the make FPS is great again, bullshit and everything. But it really bugs me with the like promoting your game by shitting on other games.
Yeah.
And I was like, you don't need to be on stage doing this to effectively your peers. That's kind of, it does not, that's not.
Well, then he went afterwards tweeting at Elon, begging him to look at his game or what the fuck ever. So trying to get Elon's attention afterwards. Like, it was just like fucking gross, dude, especially in LA this weekend. What the fuck's happening in LA this weekend?
Yeah. It's just like, oh geez, what is wrong with you? I get it. Probably exactly what he wants is the promotion and people talking about it, which I shouldn't be. But whatever. I'll tell you what doesn't look exciting. Summer Game Fest is not typically the big, like, Keighley's big event. It's Game Awards time is the really big one, and this one always is a little bit like, it's cool stuff, but it's the summer one. It's a little lighter. And it just didn't feel like there was a lot of extra stuff to show here. Sony wasn't giving him anything. Microsoft wasn't giving him anything. No, clearly. Nintendo wasn't either. It was like, we have his console out.
Yep. He had nothing from any of the big players, to be honest.
Yeah.
And the thing that kind of summed it up for me was the Game of Thrones War for Westeros trailer, which was like this cinematic thing, which kind of looked neat and interesting. And it was like, at the end, it's like, this will be an RTS. It's like, what the fuck did you show me all this for?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, it just baffles me how they have done nothing with Game of Thrones in terms of video games. They could have done so many different really cool things, and they've done nothing. It's all just mobile trash.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I don't know, man. Whatever. Boo.
I didn't end up watching a lot of the, like, the IO Interactive showcase. They showed off new Hitman and then, like, First Light. And, but I know that was pretty cool. And there was a bunch of showcases on, like, Saturday.
Well, did you watch the Expanse one?
No, I watched the trailer that you posted. Yeah, because I was like, what is this game? Like, the last Expanse game that came out was like a visual novel.
Yeah, it was
Telltale type thing. And I'm like, well, this isn't that. This is an action thing.
They're touting it like a Mass Effect, man. I don't know.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like it. That's what I got the vibes I was getting. Could be cool. Don't know. We'll find out. Expanse is cool. There's a property where they're at least trying to do cool games with it.
Right. Exactly. Like, unlike Game of Thrones, right? They did it. They did a show. They finished a show. They did really well. They finished the books. I think the series is finished. I believe it is.
9 books. It's done.
Yep. Like, they finished
those authors are on to they started their next series.
Dude, they started this series after Dance with Dragons, if I remember correctly, and finished it before Winds of Winter. Like, these guys rock.
They were doing a book a year there for a while.
Until Frank gets along with GRM anymore.
I don't know, probably. But still, yeah, they cranking them out.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited.
So yeah, that was that. It was like the PC gaming showcase, which I watched some of that, and all I can sum it up with was like every game is a builder game.
Oh,
of some sort. There's like so many building games. I was like, craft and build. I'm like,
oh man,
cool. I get it. That's a popular genre on PC. I don't think we can have all of you being that genre. Just saying. So many like Frostpunk looking things, like spin-offs, similar style of like isometric building and survival. There's a lot. But then like we got through all that, and then on Sunday you got Xbox showing off their thing. And I do think no matter what with this, the one thing to start with is they showed it at the beginning. We are getting an Xbox handheld, not made by Microsoft.
Yeah, it's the Asus ROG Ally.
Yeah.
But it's supposedly booting right into Xbox.
It's a custom version of Windows.
Yeah.
They've given the Xbox Game Studio the ability to modify core Windows to make a handheld experience with it. I think that's like this is probably why they wanted it out earlier, and it's been delayed so they can do that because performance of Windows on handheld and these handheld hardware is trash.
Yeah.
So they need to do a lot. But they did show this thing and showing that you can run your Xbox Game Pass games on here. You can run Epic games. You can run Steam. Because it's Windows in the end. It is a handheld to compete there. I'm curious if Microsoft will do something to subsidize it with the Game Pass subscription.
Yeah, I wonder because right now the ROG Ally X is like $900, so
it's expensive.
It's going to be expensive. This is more expensive than a Steam Deck.
Yep.
I don't know, man.
I mean, it is more powerful than a Steam Deck.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. You pay the price. Like this hardware is not cheap, and that's where I'm like, one of my ways I'm thinking of this is the other number that came out after all this conference was in the past 15 months, there has only been. Was it 1 million more subscribers to Game Pass in 15 months? The growth went from 34 to 35 million.
Wow.
Remember, in 2021, they were touting they were going to hit 50 million.
Yes, right.
And that has not happened, and their growth is pretty slow. Like, they're hitting a cap.
Yep.
Do you subsidize like this, where it's like you get this, but the hardware's subsidized, but you're opting into a year of Game Pass or something?
I don't know. They just raised the price of
I know.
X and S, so.
Yep. I have no clue what's going to happen with this. But they want to compete in that market now.
Well, and they should. I mean, Steam Deck has only sold 4, 5, 6 million, something like that.
It's a drop in the bucket when you compare it,
especially to Switch,
to any console.
Yeah.
Sales, modern console sales. It's not nearly up there.
But man, it's such a nice machine. I was playing this today.
It's a great machine. I'm very happy I got a Steam Deck. But it is definitely, here's the thing with it, and any of like this new ROG Ally, I don't think it replaces like a Switch. You get a Switch because a Switch 2 because you want
games,
Nintendo stuff, and you can't legally get that, I should say, on one of these other handhelds. But you're paying to opt into that ecosystem, and the person that wants that ecosystem, the Switch games, the Nintendo games, is actually probably not the person that gets a handheld PC.
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, there are people like us who do, but I would
but we're sick.
Point to all my like family friends and friends we've made through kids. They have no interest in a Steam Deck. Like, they don't do PC gaming or anything, but they have Switches because they love playing Mario Kart with their kids.
Yeah,
Smash Brothers gaming with their kids. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a completely different thing.
Yeah.
There's that. But Microsoft announced this thing. Put it right out there, right at the front, that they're doing this co-branded piece of hardware. It has an Xbox button on it. So I don't know who's taking the biggest risk here. Is it the ROG? Is it Microsoft? Is Microsoft funding them in some way? I don't know. But it's interesting that Microsoft isn't making their own hardware anymore in that part.
Yeah, and the rumors were that they backburnered the one that they were working on. So this is a nice, step in the right direction if the Steam Deck numbers are true and they're only like 4 or 5 million. Like, it's not, I don't know, they don't want to spend a lot of R&D on something that's not going to sell very well. So let's see what this does. I mean, the premise is interesting, especially the X, which is like seemingly much stronger than the base one. But the most compelling part about this entire presentation is, do you know what I'm going to say?
I'm pretty sure.
Fucking Silksong. Silksong was the game they showed off on this motherfucker.
I know.
And you're expecting a release date during the presentation. You don't get a release date anywhere for Silksong, and you get Sarah Bond saying something like this: you'll be able to play Hollow Knight Silksong day of when this releases. So everyone's like, oh shit, the day they're timing the launch of Silksong with this piece of hardware. And then the Silksong devs today were like, we're set the record straight. This game will be out before the holiday. It's not tied to the launch of this system, but it will be out before the holiday this year. And then someone was like, which holiday are you talking about? He's like, Christmas. Oh man. So they confirmed, the dev themselves said that it will be out before Christmas this year. I don't know why the fuck they can't put a date on it. Maybe you know better than I do.
Because they don't want to. Because they don't. It's still plausible deniability if they're like, nah, sorry, we're going to still delay it some more.
Fuck,
like, man. Even right now, if they say Christmas, they can wait up until Christmas Day to release this thing. If they are not happy with it.
This is becoming the winds of winter.
A little bit.
Oh, God. I mean, they announced it as DLC for Hollow Knight in 2019, I think. Maybe even 2018.
This better be the most amazing thing ever.
Can you imagine the pressure? Can you imagine if the thing comes out and it's like not that great? Like, how long we waited for something that's just fuck, man.
I mean, it's not even has to be that great. It has to be amazing.
It has to be like yeah.
If it is as good as Hollow Knight, people will be like, "Oh, that's cool. It's as good as Hollow Knight." Thumbs up. But they're not. It's not raving.
It has to be cool. Goaty,
Yeah, it has to be truly like, "Oh, we waited this long for it." Like I don't know if the success of Hollow Knight and how good that game is has set them being like, well, this game has to be really good, and the amount of time and not really communication that they've done on this game has let people spin in their heads how amazing this has to be. But I mean, maybe that's why they're taking so long. It's just they're just like, nope, we have to make sure this is perfect. And Hollow Knight sells and keeps them afloat, so it doesn't really. They can take the time.
That's true.
The other thing from here that was a super short trailer, and I know it's not coming out this year, maybe next year, Persona 4 Revival.
Oh my god, that was the shortest thing ever.
I know, but they had the music and I was like, that's cool, alright, you confirm it, I'm happy with that. P4R, so we're gonna have P3R, P4R, and P5R. It's going to be, I am very excited for that, but I'm like, okay, with what they showed, I can't imagine it's not until at least late next year, if not early 2027.
If that's
like, it feels like they have so much game to put in there, because they didn't show that much.
They showed the dude showed a classroom.
Doing a street. I'm like, cool. Cool. I know the street. I know that from playing P4. Like, cool. You're making the city, but how much game have you actually made at the moment?
So when does this mean P6 is coming out? Like in 2050?
I don't know at this point.
Crazy.
I'm very curious on that because the main team that did all the Personas 3, 4, and 5 went to make Metaphor.
Right.
And they made Metaphor, and that was pretty great. And I'm part of them like, don't make P6. Make Metaphor 2.
Metaphor 2, yeah.
Please. I don't know. I assume that there's probably a team in Atlas there making P6 in some way.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Maybe Persona 4, we'll see more of it towards the end of the year. Maybe it's further along and it launches in like the similar time frame of the year that P3 Reloaded launched. That was last year.
Last year, yep.
That was last year in like February.
Yep.
So I'm like, maybe it could be a Q1 2026 game. But I can't tell from what that trailer showed. Just confirming that it's happening was all I needed, though. I'm like, awesome.
Well, in the way that I sort of bought into the fucking, I don't know, tinfoil hat thing where Yuri, Lowenthal, etc. were part of a marketing campaign for this, and they weren't like not in it, but I thought that would have meant that they would have been in this reveal trailer, and they weren't. So maybe they really were just pissy that they aren't in it.
Yeah.
So
maybe they aren't coming back for it.
Yeah.
Which is possible.
Yep.
They recast
P3
a number of the P3 characters. Yeah. It's been a long time since these games. So,
exactly.
And you're supposed to be voicing high schoolers. So, they may want to readjust things. What else was here that there was only like, there was some other. Go ahead.
Keeper is the standout for me.
Keeper, yeah.
I'm like a platformer kind of weirdo, but you play as a fucking lighthouse.
I know.
You got a bird with you. It's like weird ass Banjo Kazooie. And you just
say I like weird games. What the hell, man?
Okay, but this is such an interesting departure for Double Fine.
Double Fine,
where, it's something different. And maybe that's not true because Psychonauts is a platformer. But it's just this really weird. I thought you were playing as the bird, and then the lighthouse starts moving, and you play as the lighthouse, and like the fucking the puzzles and shit that can happen here, and it's this year. It looks really fucking neat. So that's cool. Final Fantasy being here finally was a big deal.
Yeah.
16's coming to Xbox the day of yesterday, and then
7, it came out.
Yeah, came out. And then 7 remake integrate is the end of the year. I'm not sure why that one's so far away. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably legal reasons still.
Yeah, maybe.
The only other one that from there that I was like, oh yeah, this looks cool, and who knows when it'll come out is Clockwork Revolution.
God, that looked crazy good.
In Exiles, it has their humor. I have no clue if they can pull off what they're trying to do here. But I am here for this game trying that.
That is such a glow up for that. For In Exile,
Studio?
This is their exactly. Jesus, this looks incredible.
They always have great writing. They're a great writing team. So it's really, really crazy to see them getting a budget like this for something this detailed. They didn't give a date though. They're like, when it's we'll let you know when it's due.
And piss off.
Yeah, pretty much in due time. I'm like, cool. It's probably not next year. It's probably still a ways away.
Yeah,
or it's holiday of 2026. But it looked cool. I was happy to see it. Overall, go ahead.
A couple small things. One, like Obsidian is the goat of fucking Xbox studios. They got Grounded 2 and Outer Worlds 2, and they put out Avowed earlier this year. It's 3 fucking major games this year.
Yeah.
Michelangelo coming to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.4.
Oh, right.
Shit, maybe I'm going to buy that game. And then, honestly, I know people were pissed off that Call of Duty was the one more thing. But until I knew it was Call of Duty, I was like, this looks sick. What is this? This is a really interesting idea. And then it was fucking Call of Duty. I was like,
Call of Duty. Yep, pretty much. Because it was a debate to everybody. Because I was the same way. I'm like, oh, I'm intrigued. What is this? Like, is this like had some like Control vibes to it, like
Yeah.
that. It just was weird looking, and then it was Black Ops 7. I was like, oh, you gotta be shitting me! God damn it!
Exactly. It's like, maybe I don't know. I'll wait to see what people think. But Jesus, it looked really cool until they're like, oh yeah, it's Call of Duty. It's like, oh man, you had so much shit was not here, but still, Xbox is having a fucking killer year. So I don't know.
Yeah, they're having a killer year. There's not I wouldn't say they have. A lot of what they showed was not stuff for this year. It was stuff next year or later.
Yes.
I think they are going to have a lighter end of this year. They have like, what was it? Outer Worlds 2, which is going to be an $80 game. Their first $80 game.
Jesus, guys.
I'm like, well, that better be worth it, because I think the first one was only like
I thought it was a budget game. I thought it was $50.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Like the first one was more of a budget game. Yeah. Like it was built on a budget, a tighter budget, because that was one of the goals with the original Outer Worlds, was like, hey, can we make one of these types of games, narrative Fallout style game, at like a third of the budget of a Fallout game? And they, for the most part, did pretty well with it. But now it makes me wonder if Outer Worlds 2 is like, no, we're just using the full budget now. Like,
the $80 threshold is interesting because, playing I mentioned it a little bit earlier, playing Mario Kart World, I got it in the bundle, so I actually only paid $50 for it.
Sure.
But I'm thinking about it through the lens of an $80 game. I'm just kind of like, it's great. It is really good, but like, is it $80 great? And I don't think I'm there.
Yeah.
So
it's hard. That's a hard threshold to keep going up. And
yeah. I understand.
To make a game feel like there's enough content in it. And
that's the thing. There's lots of different modes, and it's really interesting. But like, $70 feels like it. The first $80 game feels weird for this one, to be honest. And then Outer Worlds 2, it just, I don't know.
That feels like a weird one.
It does, yeah. But they're going to do all. Yeah.
You got that one. That was all of it. Some cool stuff overall, but
yeah, it was a good weekend. I thought there's some really cool things to look forward to. It's just this is fucking golden age of gaming, man. There's so much to play this year. This is like a 2017 level year for me, to be honest.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yep. I mean, last year was good. And fucking when did Baldur's Gate 3 come out? 2023. That was a fucking good year. Like, God, Jesus Christ, man. These years.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with it. I think we're just at a point where there's just really high quality games all the time.
Yep.
So
exactly. More than I can play. Right? There's a whole list of games I want to play this year that I'm not going to play because I'm fucking playing Breath of the Wild again. And working my way through Expedition 33, which, by the way, I need to beg you for an extra week.
Yeah, I probably need it as well.
Thank God.
Crazy.
I've been working on my doctorate. So, okay, that sounds good.
That's fine. We'll get there. We'll work through
it. Switch 2. My doctorate in Switch 2.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if we could do it, not next week, but the week after, I think I could probably hit that. Yeah. It's a fucking great game. That game is so good.
Yeah, it's so neat.
I mean, still Blueprints is top of the list for me this year, but this is quite
such a neat year. Such a neat year for just weirdo games.
I love it. Well, and I'm on to disc 2 of Final Fantasy 9 now. I'm playing on the Steam Deck, but you know what I mean.
Spoiler me. What's the disc 2? What's the end of disc 1? I can't remember.
So just when you get to Bermesia, the land of the constant rain or whatever.
Okay.
That's the beginning of disc 2.
Okay.
So as you get through the grotto and getting towards Bermesia, that's the end of disc 1.
Okay.
Yep. So I just got to the point, just past the point where Dagger basically puts everyone to sleep with the food.
Oh, right.
And then goes off and does their own thing. That's kind of at the end of, I think that's the end of disc 1, right around there. So now I'm at Treno. I think it's Treno. With one of the thieves, Marshall, I think his name is. So he's in my party now. It's Dagger and Steiner and this fucking thief guy.
Right.
Treno, I believe. So the story is like oddly really coherent and really strong. I fucking hate Zidane, but other than that, it's a really coherent story.
Yeah. And Zidane.
Oh my God! Does he grow up?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
I mean, there's growth. I think there's growth. I'm pretty sure there is.
Oh, please God, let there be growth. My daughter, I love my daughter. We've raised her to be such a feminist. He should, like, she didn't say it like this, but basically, fuck that guy. She wants to be by herself. Let her be by herself. She's confident. She's strong. She should be the main character, is what she said. I was like, well, I'm playing as her right now. Like, good.
She kind of is the main character.
Yeah.
The main, again, like a lot of Final Fantasies, like it's an ensemble game. Like, the games are very much ensembles, and everyone kind of gets their time to shine. But I would say 9, Zidane, and Garnet are the main characters. They're the main. They're the two going on the main journey, and a lot of the other ones are around. Vivi has a very large part of that story.
Yeah, man. I like Vivi a lot.
Vivi's rad, and there's a reason why his magic card's going for so much money. Everyone loves Vivi.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my neighbor's got the Vivi tattoo. My daughter fucking drew a picture for my neighbor today of Vivi. Now that she knows who Vivi is.
I thought you were going to say my daughter wants a Vivi tattoo.
No, I asked her that, and she's like, I did not want a tattoo ever. I'm like, okay. But she's like, I love that. I wish Vivi and Dagger were the main characters. And I told her the whole thing about Dagger versus Princess Garnet, and I was like, it's like Tetra and Princess Zelda. She's like, wow, blah blah blah. So it's awesome, man. It's so awesome.
Yeah, 9 is very cool.
It's so good. I'm glad I'm playing it. I'm obviously in the Final Fantasy mood, so I was like, what should I play? I'm like, well, I'm fucking 6 hours into 9, so let's keep going. That's good stuff. Cool. Anything else for the podcast? I know you're tired. A lot of work.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty good. I've been playing Fantasy Life I some. Should say that. I don't think I've chatted about that at all. I enjoy it. It's a game that has a lot of checkboxes to do. That feed into itself really well. Of like, doing the harvesting, crafting to make better gear, so you can harvest more things and craft more things and fight better.
Nice loop,
so you can get more set. Yeah, the loop's really strong overall. And it's like 3 games sandwiched together. You got like a single player RPG storyline going on. You have an Animal Crossing style island where you're getting new residents and getting houses and building it up. And then you have like a multiplayer open world thing where it's like you and a bunch of people, up to 4 people, can just like venture out for 30 or 60 minutes to finish quests and work together at all these harvesting crafting things. But it's unrelated to the story and unrelated to the Animal Crossing island.
Really? That's interesting.
These 3 things shouldn't work together, but they do. They're very well knitted together so that the things you do in one give you resources for the other ones. Other really aspects of the game. It's very strange, but level 5 doing level 5 things. Really.
I've heard real good things about it. I keep thinking about getting that neat physical version.
It's kind of neat.
From Play Asia.
Do I think you have to pick it up now or anything? No, it's not going anywhere. But it's a neat. It's a light game that just has a lot of neat things to do. Cozy, but not as cozy as like Stardew or things like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah. That's what I've been playing. Other than Expedition 33, usually on the nights where I'm like, I cannot deal with the world of Expedition 33 right now.
It is, brutal.
Yes,
emotionally brutal. But boy, great writing, great. Yes. Yeah, we'll talk more about that when we get through Act 2. Cool. Well, if you like our podcast, please rate it on your podcast service of choice. Tune back in next week when I crack another pack live on air. And we will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Later, everyone.